fresh sila. Or cooling. Marami yun mas kaya.
Wala, hindi sila nakita. No.
Sabi ko na, may Pinoy's din kami, ma'am. May Pinoy's. Yan pa yun, ma'am, na sa balat pa lang. Kasi wala siyang sausaw.
Wala siyang sauce. Masarap.
Gusto ko din siya naman. First time ko siya naman.
Tsaka ano siya, boys. Hindi dry.
Kasi yung iba, ang talaga dahil sa sausawan lang. Hindi naman talaga yung pag-marinate o
Sir.
You can join her there because only
Ay,
is
naku,
only there.
ay.
That is only the area for smoking. Great.
Damay ka dun.
Saglit lang ng saglit. Kasi masabay tayo dito.
silang i-release. Only body ko na lang po yan sila. Wala pong COVID yung mga nandiyan po ah. Okay, so sa video po na to, yung isa baby crocodile po from 1 up to 5 years old. We have 2 species po ng crocodiles dito po sa Pilipinas. Meron po tayong tinatawag na Philippine crocodile or freshwater crocodile. Endemic po yun sa atin lang matatagpuan. Another one, we have Indo-Pacific or saltwater crocodile. Meron sa Pilipinas, meron din po sa iba't ibang bansa. Those freshwater po, they have a line black spot, especially po sa kanilang tail side. Parang pa-stripe tingnan yung freshwater crocodile. And then saltwater crocodile po, they have scattered black spot all over the body. Parang polka dots naman po tingnan yung spots po nila. And by the way, meron po kaming crocodile holding. If you want to avail to take a picture with the baby crocodile, ang payment po doon ay 60 pesos po sa bawat isa na magpapapicture na hawak ang crocodile. Don't worry, maliit lang siya. Nakatape naman yung mouth, salit naman pong hawakan. Okay? Mamaya, dadaling ko kayo sa photo booth para makita nyo. For now, dito po muna tayo sa mga baby crocodile po.
Ikaw na, nag-reply lang.
Ayos na yan, maingay na. Hindi ka tulad kahapon.
Light lang. Baby crocodile.
Hindi sila, parang patay lang.
Parang ano, no? Shark. Baby shark. Tutududut. Alligator shark. Tutududut. Ito, mga panabong na siguro yan.
We are conserving them, especially those Philippine crocodile po. Critically endangered na po yan sila. And by the way po, those Philippine crocodile po, they are less aggressive than the saltwater crocodile. So most of the time, the Philippine crocodile po, they will just attack unless they are provoked or na-threatened po sila. Kadalasan humiiwas po yan sila sa tao, mahiyain po ang Philippine crocodile. Unlike saltwater crocodile po, very territorial yan. Once na may pumasok po sa kanilang territory, malaki po yung chance po na mag-attack. Lalo na kapag breeding season po ng crocodile. So aside from conserving crocodiles, we also have bird cages. Like po ng parrot, ng Palawan Talking Marina or Hiyaw, those are confiscated po from illegal traders. Hindi na po namin pwedeng i-release. Domesticated na po sila masyado, no? Dinaba po dito. So before we proceed po, remind ko lang, ingatan yung gamit na huwag mahulog at huwag magtapon po ng kahit na anong bagay para pagalawin yung malalaking shot. Ako po, dito na po tayo sa mga ganun.
Kasi even your voice, kuha na.
Inside.
Yung yeah, yung talking.
Nasa 50 to 60 years old,
Sir.
and that is on the young.
Sa labas sila.
Yan time nasa labas silang lahat po.
Mm.
Diba yung pinapaliguan, yung hugasan sila.
Okay.
Ngayon kasi may water na.
30 to 40 years old,
Okay, ah.
also a male saltwater crocodile. So here, pinapakain po natin sila ng mga kaling baboy, baka, isda at manok. We give them 5 kilograms up to 10 kilograms of any kind of meat for kung na nasa wild, they can survive without eating from 6 months up to 1 year. Isa-isa yun lang. So, most of the crocodiles po na nandito, plastic lang wala. So they are here for educational representative.
I was telling that, look at the figure. It looks like pregnant,
Yeah.
diba? But no, it's not. It's just the regular, figure or body.
Figure. Taba.
Sa Pilipino, 60 years old, lang po sila. O kaya naman po, nagpapasinga. So, by the way, for humans, are not belong to their diet. Hindi talaga sila kumakain po ng tao. Kaya bakit po, they just cannot distinguish the difference po between human po and animals. Sa all of these big crocodiles having their own male saltwater crocodile. Pwede kayo pumunta sa Raptor House, may mga snakes po kami sa Nature Park. Palawan, direct natin 45 naman po yung makikita. Thank you so much for entering po sa on the left side. And then, yung live crocodile na pwede pong hawakan. Dito po yung mamaya. Maraming salamat po.
Bonggambilya na.
Very young pa siya na parang Pero ngayon, ganyan siya kataba. I-reply ko sa idol.
Pero yun naman pala, skeleton na. Mga buhaya talaga na yan.
Matanda na.
Kalimutan natin. Ano ito? Ang aking electric.
Kita nyo yung blue, that's the male, yung lalaki, no? And then, sa kabila naman yung female, yung dull color. Sa buong mundo, sa Palawan lang sila makikita. Okay po ba tayo sa Tagalog?
English po.
Ah, okay. Sorry. Oh.
English only, please.
Ah, okay. So, it's endemic in mainland Palawan. The blue one is the male, and the brown one are the females. So, the big one you saw, the big peacocks you saw,
Not yet
those
later.
are imported from India and Sri Lanka. This is after 100 years of human and animal activities in that area, it's turned into forest. It's called Acacia Tunnel. It's 1.2 kilometers long. It's nice. If you have time, you are interested, you can ask your driver or your guide about that one. Okay, welcome.
Come on. Let's continue.
Pangako na lang po nito ba?
Ha?
Ako na lang, pangako na lang din.
Okay.
Hi!
Sir, just wait lang po ano, akit tayo dito. Okay lang po. Yes, it's called butterfly garden, but not just a butterfly garden, but the ecosystem around it. Ano? So this is called the Palawan leaf insect. It's here. Yeah, very sharp scissor. Yes, okay. That's the leaf insect. So buhay po siya, no? These are the eggs. So we are breeding them. And then aside from leaf insect, meron naman tayong stick insect in this part. Oh, these are the
insect because
these are the living evidence that Palawan is connected before with Borneo. Same species found here and in Borneo. So it looks dangerous, but it's not aggressive. So it's a misunderstood creature because nobody wants a scorpion in their garden. If they found one, they kill it. But as part of nature, they have a special role in our ecosystem. They feed on cockroaches, crickets, like that. Miss Kyle, show them how brave you are. Come on. Show them how.
It's you. Oh.
You try. You want to try? Shake. You want to try? You can do like that. How about you, sir? You try. Just do like that, relax, and take a picture.
Ayun, naka-video.
Oh. You can see the stinger. You want to try? Come on.
Iba talaga
Okay,
ang
you
bunso.
do like this.
Iba talaga. Yeah, you can do it. Do it. Yeah, iba ang bunso. Iba talaga.
Just relax. Don't be afraid. Wow. Smile.
You're my girl.
Oh, relax. This is the one.
Okay, pwede na yung kanina leave kasi it's
You know,
the vital state.
Fresh air like that, no pollution. But okay, these are the millipedes. Millipedes means thousands of legs. Yes, together with earthworms, they are the one who enrich the soil. Sila yung nagpapataba ng lupa. Their poo is very good for our plants. They have hundreds of they feed on fresh vegetation and dry vegetation. So once you found this one in the soil, it means the soil is still rich. And here, different shapes and colors, different species of butterflies. So this one it just emerged this morning.
Just come up.
Still baby. Baby.
Because the lady will be
Yeah. This one, just today, just now. You can see, it's still soft.
It's drying,
Yeah,
drying.
2 to 3 hours before it's strong enough to fly. This one, it's a baby butterfly. You can it's a baby butterfly.
Naka-video.
How was my mother? Because you're brave, right?
That's a baby butterfly.
Guys, you're not feeling well.
That's a baby butterfly. You see the color. Once the different butterfly.
Ano mo ilagay yung paa mo, di ba? Ubusin nila.
I don't know. Look, where's the air? Look good.
Yung may nangangain ng ano?
Oo, ayan. Lalapitan nila.
Unti lang, dahan-dahan lang tayo. We have to, baby, come on.
Plastic na lang sa'yo.
Ayun, nakita tayo. Wala dito. Oh my God.
Nahirapan si Teresa dyan.
Okay lang po, babalikan ko lang po sila doon. Tinuto ko naman yung electric fan sa kanila.
Where is it?
Upo lang po tayo dun, ma'am.
Ako, hinihingal na eh.
Okay po.
Sige po sa'yo, ma'am.
Hindi, ma'am, yung... best seat for you. This one, so you can easily.
In our shop, you can see the handmade products by the tribe. So here, what we have is a livelihood program. Dahil po yung culture, because the tribe's culture and traditions are now slowly disappearing. Mountain, how they live or survive in the mountain. So we call them Palauan. Same to the dialect that they use, it's called Palauan. By the way po, some of them are just staying for 2 weeks or 1 month. After that, they go back also to the mountain, which is 200 kilometers away from the city. Malayo po yung pinanggalingan nila. They are one of the indigenous people that have been living in this island for thousands of years. If you know Tabunman or Caveman, they are the possible descendants. Okay, we call them Palauan tribe. Bagtik mo. Please hold that one, ma'am, and kindly pass it to your seatmates. So, he said, they called that bagtik. So, he is showing you one of the very important traditional product of the tribe. It's a kind of sap or dagta po yan ng puno. It's a resin from almasiga tree that grows only in higher elevation. So at first, it was a sticky liquid, and after 2 weeks or 1 month, it became solid like that. Okay, they call that bagtik. Okay, have a seat lang, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, ito naman po is their native backpack. They call this bucket. So they use this to carry their products, and yung mga hina-harvest nila, so they put it inside. And if it is full, they simply tie it up so that the products won't fall. And if it is heavy, no problem, because they have a head support to carry more weight. They can carry 30 up to 50 kilos from up to down in the mountain. They call that bucket. They have their native baskets. Ito naman po is called tingkop. So ma'am sir, it is made up of 5 different types of plants, including wild palm, rattan, bamboo. So according to the tribe, it takes 3 to 5 days to finish one basket. They use it to keep their things like seeds, dahil po source of living nila ay planting. And then another one, this is the bigger basket, which is called tabig. They used to carry the harvested root crops like sweet potato, cassava, even palay. So they put it inside. According to the tribe, it's more difficult to make small basket. Okay? So every design has traditional meaning in their tribe. And now po, they are going to share us their musical instruments. They put animal skin, covered with cow skin yan. And at the back, they have gong or agong. So ma'am sir, when the sound of gong echoes in the mountain, they believe that they can communicate with the spirit of their ancestors. And the smaller one is called sanda. So yung mga yan po, those are 100 years old musical instruments. So they pass that generation to generation. Now they will play the combination of those instruments or the set. It is called basal. Okay, so that is their basal. And here, ma'am, sir, they don't dance just to entertain tourists or visitors, because tribal dances are rituals which is sacred. So they dance only if they have prayers, good harvest, and other important events. So ito naman po yung gitara nila. Before the arrival of modern guitars, the Palauan tribe had already their 2-string native guitar, which is considered po yan as one of the first guitar in the Philippines. They call that kudyapi or kudlungan. Okay, so that is their kudyapi. That particular music po is what they call bagit, which means bird song. Most of their musics are about nature. Next instrument, ito naman po is called aruding. This is made of a wild palm. and they put beeswax to adjust the sound. They play through vibration using their mouth. Okay, they call that arudi. Okay, that is their aruding. So, ma'am sir, by nature, ito pong mga Palawan tribe, they are also hunter-gatherers. So, when they are in the mountain, they only plant during the start of the rainy season. The rest of the year, they hunt animals and they gather wild crops. So, ito po yung hunting post nila. Okay, ito po yung mga spears ng tribe. So, ito po yung mga sibat nila which are 100 years old already. So, this one is the special spear. So, once they have a target, they throw it from a distance. And if it hits the target, yung metal po nito, it will get stuck because of the hook. If the target tries to run, these two will separate. And the purpose of handle, there's a big possibility that it will hang on the bushes so the target can't run away. That's the time that the tribe will use the other spear. Ito po yung pang-follow up to kill the target. And aside from the spears, they have also blow dart or blow gun. So ma'am sir, they don't use bow and arrow. What they have is a blow dart for a long distance target. Okay, now let's watch how to use it. The target will be the drawing pig on the board. Okay, that's how they use blow dart. So, they can hit farther than that po for about 30 meters away yung kaya nilang i-shoot. And ma'am sir, whenever they hunt big animals, they put poison on every tip of the dart. Naglalagay sila ng lason. This plant is the main ingredient in making their poison. They call that bita. So, they need to collect the sap, yung dagta po niyan. They mix it with other plants and cook it in a slow fire to make it effective. The poison is powerful. In just a matter of a minute po, the target will die kapag natamaan. And ma'am sir, they need to wash it with running water so that they can safely eat the meat para makain nila. Inside the frame, those are the darts with poison, which is also dangerous for human because until now, there is no antidote for that. Okay? Now, the last one, he will share us how they make fire. Ito po siya. So, in making a fire, they have santikan. So, santikan, what they have are flint, stone, metal, and their native cotton. So now you can see the smoke coming out from the cotton, and all they need to use are dry grasses or dry leaves to make a bigger fire.
Go.
Ha?
Yes.
Hindi ka naintindihan.
Dati sige yung video. Ba't mo nang nakangin? Kaya. Electric pa na
Ayan. This one naman po is their light or their torch in the mountain. Ilaw nila. One foot of this torch can last 3 up to 5 nights. Depends on how they use it. So inside of this is a pure sap of a tree and it's covered with dry leaves. And they believe po that the smoke of this can drive away bad spirit, bad lucks, and also they use to cure some illness like headache and stomach ache. It is called salong or saying. If you can smell the smoke po like an incense, it can be used for aromatherapy and insect repellent sa kabila. Ayan. So kung alam niyo yung incense, so parang ganun po ang smell.
Smell that?
You can smell it. Yung ginagamit sa church. Okay, so that's all, ma'am, sir, for our cultural sharing. And now you can take picture together with them. We will give you time to interact with the tribe. If you want to know more about them, we have a lot of information at the back, how it all started. And after this po, you can drop by in the souvenir shop to check the products made by them. Downstairs, we have another Palawan souvenirs, and you can try one of the best coffee in town, the Civet Coffee. So, ma'am, sir, our photographer is also full-blooded Palawan member. So he understands Tagalog and we trained him to take pictures. Ngayon po, he is our photographer. If you want to give donation, here's the box for the sustainability of the project. Every day po, the tribesmen are getting their allowance from the donation. Thank you so much. To say thank you is makansang salamat.
Makansang salamat.
Okay. First group, ma'am, kayo po.
Sige, daanan ko to.
Ano yung video na?
Oo. Mahaba to?
Ganyan lang ka. Ang mahaba dun sa baba.